What if I told you the government shutdown isn't just about budgets and politics? What if it's being used as the perfect shield to bury one of the most explosive scandals of our lifetime? The Epstein files. While the entire country is distracted by the drama in Washington, the truth about Jeffrey Epstein's network of elites, politicians, and billionaires remains hidden in sealed documents the public was promised years ago. Here's the reality. A government shutdown happens when Congress can't agree on a budget. Agencies close, federal employees don't get paid, and the media blasts shutdown headlines 24/7. But while we're all arguing about which side is to blame, something much bigger is being pushed out of the spotlight. The release of the court files connected to Epstein trafficking operation. These files are not conspiracy theory. They're real documents, court-ordered records containing hundreds of names tied to Epstein and his inner circle. Judges have confirmed their existence. Some redacted portions have already been released, but the full list, the full truth, still sealed, and every time the public pressure builds for release, suddenly another national crisis explodes and dominates the headlines. Think about the pattern. When Maxwell was on trial, major political stories drowned out coverage. When victims pushed for more disclosure, other crises took over the news cycle. Now, with more Epstein-related documents scheduled for unsealing, we're facing a government shutdown that once again consumes all the oxygen in the room. Coincidence? Or a very convenient distraction? Ask yourself, who benefits from the silence? The names in those files aren't small players. We're talking about presidents, royalty, Fortune 500 CEOs, and celebrities with global influence. People who shape policy, media, and money flow. People who have the power and connections to ensure the story never gets the coverage it deserves. If these names go public, careers collapse, dynasties crumble, and the public finally sees how deep the corruption runs. The media has also played its part. Hours of shutdown coverage, endless debates about partisan politics, but barely a whisper about Epstein unless it's unavoidable. Networks owned by the same corporate elite who rub shoulders with the people in Epstein's circle. You don't need a tinfoil hat to see the pattern. You just need to pay attention to what they're not talking about. Even if you don't believe this is a deliberate cover-up, you can't deny the effect. A shutdown drowns out every other story. It keeps the public distracted and divided. Meanwhile, the biggest black book of elite corruption sits under lock and key, away from the eyes of the people who deserve to see it. That's you and me. So here's the truth. The shutdown may be real, but it's also useful. It gives cover, it creates noise, and it keeps the focus away from the Epstein files. While America is stuck debating temporary funding fights, the permanent corruption of global power players remains hidden. That's not an accident. That's strategy. Don't let them keep running this same play. Demand transparency, demand the release of the Epstein files, because if they can bury this with a shutdown, imagine what else they're hiding right now. Release the Epstein files. This has been Chip Charlie. Peace.